True Culture on Human Nature TV. Back with the tap in. Today we have the pleasure of tapping in with artist, activist, musician. I say artist and musician because that's how dope of a fucking musician he is. Okay. Artist, activist, musician. DC's very own Maseratiblacc. How you doing today, brother?
Oh well, how about you guys? How y'all
I'm
doing?
doing lovely now to have you with us.
Hey, man,
What's
long
up,
time.
sister? Tell them how you feeling.
Hello. I'm feeling wonderful. I'm so happy to be with both of you all today. And I'm so happy to just hear you speak about your activism and your music. So this would be great.
Especially with the day and age we're living in right now, the times we living in, man. We need we need
Absolutely.
more of your music for real.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So I
Working on it.
want everybody, all my listeners, to give a warm True Culture welcome to Maseratiblacc. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna cue that. man.
That was really the only thing that was missing.
Yeah, man. So I actually want to get right to it because I've been waiting for this interview. COVID-19 set. I'm not gonna say it set us back, but it caused us to really just be still for a second. You know what I mean, and really tap all the way in and focus. So now we back at it, and I've been waiting for this interview. This brother's right. This brother's music is amazing, man. It's actually a prime example of all the dope artists we have in DC that need more attention, need more support. They need more people to see and hear their music, So we definitely had to have this brother on the show
Absolutely.
today, man. Now, I'm very curious. I want to ask you this. I should have asked you when I first met you, but I'm going to ask you now. How did you get the name Maseratiblacc? And have you ever had a different moniker than Maseratiblacc?
Oh yeah, I mean it came. So black has always been obviously a part of me. So, but it went in stages. I went from black boy at a point in time when I first started making music, and then black regular, and then I think I heard there was a guy named I think it was El Dorado Red. I heard like he was just the name. I'm
Yo,
saying,
that name sounds so familiar.
yeah, he's an artist. He's a rapper. He's not from DC, but he's just a rapper.
Okay.
When I heard how he put the car with his, I was like, oh, that's dope, So I started to play with, different, at first I was considering like Bugatti Black. I'm like, no, that's not really, I don't like that. And then Maserati was just like, oh yeah, you think about luxury. When I think about, how bend the flow and things of that nature, just everything that when you think about Maserati, I'm like, this represents myself. And then black is always been, so Maseratiblacc was born from there.
So is that the first expensive ass car you're gonna buy when you really fully get there? Like your favorite car, or something special about that car?
Man, I'm an old school. My dream car has always been an S500. You know what I'm saying?
My man.
Okay.
That 550 though, man.
S550s and all of those series.
Yeah.
Those are thing, but obviously a Maserati. You know what I'm saying? I mean, can't not have one with a name like that. You understand?
True.
Shit, Yeah.
Thank you so
Janelle
much. Oh yeah. So, and I felt you was gonna go ahead and let me ask the question. So, describe to me like your musical process, and how do you get into that creative space to create amazing music?
I'm always listening to music, always listening to beats, always looking for, different sounds that inspire, that jump out at me. So my process is just, search and rescue, put it like that. It's not really a specific thing that I'm doing. It's completely inspiration based. I don't sure what third eye or what's transcending through me when the rhymes come, when it comes out. I mean, outside of it just being God, a God-given gift to be completely honest. You know what I'm saying? The process is just always challenging myself when it comes to, you know, how I'm structuring rhymes, you know, listening to different artists, trying to, you know, stay in touch with what's going on, sound-wise, catching people's ear, and staying true to myself as far as the lyricism. You know, I always kind of satisfy myself with that alone. It has to slap to me first. You know, that's the process. You know, before I can put it out anywhere else, I have to feel like, oh my God, this is special. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes from there. You know?
I appreciate that because it
It's
damn
like
sure slap.
Yeah,
thank
definitely.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
you.
Now,
Yeah, you know, music is like feeling. You know, it's all feeling. You know,
right.
Mm-hmm.
when you based on, you know, sometimes you feeling like, man, fuck this shit today. You know, sometimes you feeling like I love everything. Sometimes it's, you know, it's whatever. It's just, you know, or it could be an emotion that you felt 2 weeks ago that you didn't have the words to express then, and then those emotions, you know, catching up now. Like, okay, I'm ready to talk about this. I'm ready to get through that. I'm ready to get this off my chest. You know what I'm saying? So that's usually when I write. I've always tried to create music as a way to satisfy. Just, it's like therapy, to be completely honest. You know, peace and everything. I mean, try to be completely transparent as I can.
Sure.
You know, no real shit. No gimmicks or anything like that, man. Just speaking from the heart. Try to give you a clever way of something, putting some things to you that you never heard, or you might have heard it in a way, but I'm trying to make it relatable and clever at the same time.
Yeah, that's exactly when I first heard your music. That's the first word I could use to describe it. Is I felt it. Like I felt your music. You know what I'm saying? You're a dope lyricist too, but I think what a lot of people are missing in their music is that emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like something that you could really resonate. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel your music. So for you to hear that you put feeling into an emotion into it, it's like, man, you definitely convey that for sure.
Thank you. I'm glad I picked that up.
Yeah. So now you over there? You with us?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if you was gonna ask a question.
No, it's cool. I know it's a little delay. It's a little delay right now we dealing with, but it's all good. I want to make sure that, you know what I mean, whatever you want to ask, you're able to ask. I know that I first met you at one of my favorite DC artists, man. His show, Uptown XO, man. Shout out to brother Uptown XO, man. Yeah, you over there with the culture over corporate. I'm waiting for my shirt. My man Tragic. Shout out to Tragic, man. We can't forget about my brother Tragic and never forget about Tragic. He's supposed to be shipping me one of them jumps.
Oh man, me and XO go back, man. Me and XO went to school together. We actually was in this group called HUEman. That's our start overnight. So XO been my bro since forever. I got lost tapes with X. You know what I'm saying? Stuff people have never even heard before.
Damn, I wish we could find them tapes, man.
I'm about to say, let's bring them to the front. What's up?
Yeah,
man, we loving the new music though, but I know that old music.
That might be it. Hey man, listen, I was cool, man. XO always been a dog. You know what I'm saying? XO always been a dog. And I met Tragic, you know what I'm saying, years later, and it just so happened that everybody was already, you know, tapped in with each other, so it just worked. You know what I'm saying? Tragic, my bro, man.
Yeah, y'all dope bunch, man, for sure, man. Like that show was amazing. I'm loving. I love what honestly, your music and Uptown XO's music. It I feel the same when not the same because it's two different artists and you guys' delivery is a little different. Both of you guys are lyricists, but the way you deliver and tell the story and put it together is a little different. But the way y'all make it, man, I just feel it, man. Like, and it's some stories. Like, when you from DC, you already know what it is with the stories. Like, it pulled me in, man. I'm loving what he doing with the culture over corporate, man. So yeah, I can't wait till he comes to sit down with True Culture one day too, man, for sure, man. Y'all just out here doing it for DC for real.
Thank you.
Welcome. And speaking of Uptown XO though, man, and other artists that I do love and appreciate in DC, like Tragic, like, well, if you could open up for any artist, you know, it doesn't have to be a DC artist, you know what I mean, but any artist, who would the artist be?
Cole.
Oh, that's a good answer right there.
Man, Cole, man. I want to meet Cole, man. That's a loose goal for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my. You know what I'm saying? He's my speed when it comes to just understanding both sides of, trying to understand both sides of any coin. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he does a good job with that. Cole, some not necessarily opening up, but I would also want to feature with Phil Ade. You know what I'm saying? That is from the city.
Phil Ade? Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nasty. Hey.
That's another underrated artist, man. I swear. Phil Ade, all his shit go.
All of it.
All of it. Like,
man, him retarded.
Now I got some people to listen to.
Yeah, man. Check out Phil Ade, man. Yeah, he tapped in. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Phil Ade. Yeah, he been
making. Crazy part is everybody from DC listen to him. Most people from anybody who's anybody and knows anything, they definitely listen to Phil Ade.
Yeah, he got a voice out here. Absolutely.
It's just trying to, it's getting our artists out of DC. Is the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta do, is get our artists out of DC. But
always the biggest thing, because we represent so many different things. I think that a lot of us are trying to be the face of DC instead of being what DC already is. We're gumbo, you know what I'm saying? We don't got one face, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're from this area, that's just, that's a badge that you wear. But as far as what that looks like, it's whoever you are, whatever your journey was, you know what I mean? That's how I feel like, the city, once we start seeing it like that, then we can all come together and be like, man, that guy's sound is different. His sound is different. Let's put it together. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we make. And then that'll be the city sound. That'll be the sound of us, where we can be a chameleon, so to speak, not necessarily being, Atlanta got their sound, and why everybody got their sound. Maybe our sound, since we're not even we're a state. We're not even a state. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that might be the whole point of it all. You know what I'm saying? To not be roped in a specific thing, just to be what it is.
Right.
That could be green today and red tomorrow,
Mix up all these different sounds and feels from different places. I mean, look at the Godfather Go-Go. He's not from DC. You know what I mean? He was from North Carolina, correct?
Yeah.
Down south. Not North Carolina, I believe. Yeah. So I'm definitely with you on that. That's a good point, man. We got to stop trying to go too far extreme with shit, man, and just, come a little bit in the middle and accept who we are, and mix it all together and make it doper than what it was the day before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Janelle know all about that. My sound sister, my sister of sound. She's also a sound. She's an engineer. She's a sound engineer, so she know all about that. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much. So this kind of is a great segue for the next question is, what made you get started in DC as an artist? Was it like a particular event, or it's just always just you knew this was something you wanted to do?
Me and like I said, we started. So myself, Uptown XO now, my man G Wayne, another artist.
Oh shit! Shout out G Wayne, man. Georgetown Wayne. I ain't seen him in a minute.
I think it might be a different G Wayne. I think it's two G Waynes, but
okay.
I'll link you up on. Yeah, I'm gonna link you to his.
Yeah, you gotta put me. Give me help.
Yeah, but I mean, and a few other guys too. We all used to hit U Street, True School. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with that, but it used to be this open mic on U Street called True School. We was like in high school. We would go down there and get on the mic. It was a record shop. You know what I'm saying? It's set on top. I can't remember what the building was, but it's set upstairs on top of another business. And they had open mics there. I think it was every Thursday, maybe Friday or something like that. And we just being young and enthused to rap and do what we wanted to do. In that regard, to express ourselves, we would hop the train and go down there every week. You know what I'm saying? Just to get on the mic. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying? That was when it was like really, really fresh, and that's when I knew. But that's how it started. You know, it started like that when it, as far as, you know, that DC didn't, at that time, like I said, DC didn't have that sound, you know what I mean? So we was like,
Y'all was
man,
creating, man. Y'all was creating that sound.
absolutely. At that time, DC was heavy go-go.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy go-go.
We ain't even listen, man. Remember the time with DC? We ain't even listen to rap music, man. We ain't getting to rap to like 90s, like late 90s. It was all go-go.
It's all go-go, man. You had to be in the band in order to get someone to listen to anything music related. You had to be in the band. You know what I'm saying? So I remember myself. That's the story I want to tell about, you know, myself and the guys that I started this journey with. You know, because I believe that we help push. It's like the story, the untold story of. You know what I'm saying? We help, and a lot of other groups and artists also too. You know, at that time. We were trying to help push a culture that wasn't even there yet, as far as bringing hip hop to DC. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily separating from go-go, but just establishing ourselves within a market of rappers, artists, spitters. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man. To hear that. That's it. And if do you recall around what year that was? Give or take, you know, approximately.
If I was in, shoot, that was like early 2000s. So we talking about
a minute ago.
Yeah, 03 might have been like 03, 04, maybe 04, 05ish. 2004, 2005 might have been around that time. You know
y'all was definitely putting y'all was definitely setting it up for the hip hop flavor to come into DC for sure. Cause man, we was not there with it, man. And you could tell with y'all lyricism, you could tell you've been at this for a minute, man. It's good to hear that y'all were the few people who really started that here. Started getting people on that here, and then tapping into it yourself too, and building yourself up as a hip hop artist, man. That's dope.
Yeah, man. I'm actually grateful that there were outlets like that. You know what I mean? And then that's what, you know, with EXO doing the Pure, like, you know what I'm saying, that was a dope thing, because here you have an artist who started, you know, in those same open mics, now, you know, giving back and putting on platforms for other artists, to which it actually broke major artists from the city. You know what I mean?
I actually remember those pure nights. I mean, that's when I first got into EXO and Raheem.
Yeah.
Raheem Devon and Uptown XO. You know what I'm saying? And I don't recall, honestly, did he call himself Uptown XO back then?
Right, it was EXO.
Just EXO, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, though, but I definitely got into him back then. That's just crazy to think about how long ago that was, man.
That's the start. That's where literally, you know what I'm saying, or what you would contribute to, you know, some of the beginnings of it.
I definitely recall those pure nights. They was all love.
Jones was legendary, bro.
Yeah.
Like, super legendary. Like without platforms like Pure, you don't get a trail. You don't get a, you know what I'm saying, necessarily. You probably hear Raheem, whatever overnight, but those places blew people up. You know what I'm saying? Wale, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Help blow people up.
Yeah. You know definitely Wale too. We can't forget about Wale. He was definitely blowing the scene up as well, especially during those times. I mean, Pure is so little, but back in the day, man, that shit was huge. It felt huge.
Yeah, it felt huge. It did. That joint used to be packed out. You had like this much space to perform. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a guy right here in front of you, so you better, you know what I'm saying? I hope you know how to hold the mic. I hope you know your song.
Right.
You know? Do your thing, you know? Yeah, those are
exactly. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, wonderful. So I wanted to ask you, that's how you got started. Do you feel like we are lacking in that area right now, where we have places where youth can go and express themselves in this way? Do you feel like we need more of those?
I do. I feel like if there's anybody like myself, starting at the age that I started or sooner, and you know, they want to know how they can express themselves around like-minded individuals, or people who like hearing that type of music, whatever that may be, or just, you know, people starting from the ground up in that sense. I feel like just like anything, you need an outlet. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it should be dedicated places or something in place for us to be able to do that. Even to the aspect of, I take it a step further. As an artist, you need time. You want time to work on your stage presence and your craft, and maybe try things out. So the same way you have a open mic for a comedian, how they sign up to, hey, I'm gonna be at this club. Like, it needs to be just like that for, and they used to have a few of them, you know what I mean? But I'm not sure if they don't bring enough people, especially if you have it in a bar setting. I'm not sure what the logistics with all that is. You know what I'm saying? But it's great to have more of those. Absolutely. Yeah.
Dealing with these club owners, man, it's hard.
Yeah,
I remember
know.
when Republic Gardens closed up, man, I was trying to get up in there, like, was trying to get that joint reopened. I had a couple people, couple business partners, and we put some funds together. I was like, let's go holler at him. Let's try to, man, it was some crazy shit going on. We had a meeting. He showed us all around.
Right.
Told him we would, he told us how much it would cost. We got the money together, and then after that, he called and said something about the liquor license and DC on his ass and all types of stuff, and it just ended up falling out. And I mean, it's still closed. That's a landmark.
I was just about to say, there's still nothing happening.
Still nothing happening there, and it's been people. It's not. I'm not the only person. Like, it's been other people who have tried, like other business teams that tried to go in there, and it.
They have a certain, you already know when that gentrification comes, they have a certain ideas of what type of business that they want it to be. You know what I'm saying? They just waiting on a specific type of person to come, and it's politics.
Yeah, it's all politics, man. One thing you don't say is that you want to do anything for the community. A lot of these people tell them you don't give a shit about the community, and then once you get in there, then you do whatever you want and show love to the community. But before you get in there, don't tell these people your real true plans, because when they hear you want to do something for the community, they like, nah. Nah, this about money, dog. I mean, even when you telling them you're going to make sure they get, you're going to pay your rent, you're going to, they're going to get their funds, but just them hearing that you want to do something for the community, it makes them, they start wanting to push you away, distance themselves from you, because they know that you're that type of person, and you might be the one to actually take it there later on, and they don't want to associate with that. That's what I have found out. At first I was questioning myself, like, what's the problem? We got the money. You know what I'm saying? You think all you need is the money, and it's deeper than that.
Yeah,
deeper than that.
It's just this city, man. Deep rooted in a lot of bullshit.
A lot of it. You was saying something, Janelle, though. Would you say? I feel like I cut you off.
I don't know what I was saying, but I certainly am interested in talking a little bit more about, what can we do? So in addition to just keeping our intentions to ourselves when we want to create something for the community, what else can we do to encourage our youth to be authentic, to continue to just be free and express themselves, and represent DC the way they want to?
Man, keep working on yourself, man. And then as you pour into you, then you'll be able to expand and then affect other people. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. I feel like check yourself at the door, and then after that you can start affecting other people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I found that was more effective for myself. The better that I try to make myself, and conscious of things that I put out, the energy that I put out, I started to receive more energy. You know what I'm saying? More love, things of that nature. Like, that's exactly what we need, especially as artists. I don't care what type of music that you do. You know what I mean? That's your platform, but then that's your stage. But you got to come off that stage. And what do you like off the stage? You know what I'm saying? Who are you? You know
Right. That's a good point.
Yeah. So
who are you off the stage?
Off the stage, you know what I'm saying? And then that will also reflect in your music. Eventually it becomes, life is my stage. I'm not walking off the stage because this is who I am. You know what I mean? So I might step up. You know what I mean? But this is who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
That's a good answer. Stay true. Stay true.
Yeah, man. Stay true, man. Pour into yourself, man.
Speaking of pouring into
Absolutely.
yourself, you know, that's a good point, is to pour into yourself. It's investing in yourself. You know what I mean? Invest in yourself in every single way, spiritually, mentally, every way. And I want to know how do you think your music has evolved since you began?
Oh man, I definitely can see the growth in my music because I speak a lot about what I've been through and what I'm on. You know, my music kind of has always. Jay-Z is one of my favorite artists, right? And one thing he said was to paint pictures. He said, "I paint pictures with flow,"
Mm-hmm.
and that always stood out to me, to be able to visualize, actually see what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like that's really big. I mean, we all started as kids and little kids in elementary school with imagination. You understand? So, or you read a book and you can imagine, whatever you're reading. You know what I'm saying? So I always felt like that was important to do. You know what I mean? And since the beginning of me, trying to do that as to where I am now, it's just like wow, like like I'm impressed with myself, but it's definitely just the work. You know what I'm saying? Putting into myself, like I'm saying, and just setting the bar, and always trying to not just meet it, but jump past that bar. Sometimes I'm too hard on myself, but I know if I don't push myself, I won't get the result that I want.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel you. I'm my worst critic too, man. It's a gift and a curse. So
That is definitely a fact.
yeah, my sister, she know what's up. She know I'm my worst critic. So you don't have to tell me. I appreciate feedback. Please always give me feedback.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely the harshest on myself. So I'm with
whole
you.
time. I do appreciate feedback. Is when I'm getting it at the time, I'm like, but at the same time, I remember what you said. I'm like, okay, I'm conscious of that. That's my truth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, yeah, you're right. I need to. Okay, I'm gonna work. All right, boom. After that conversation, it's gonna be in the back of my head, like, dang, maybe. Let me look at this. Let me make sure that maybe they were right about that. Check myself.
Right.
Have y'all watched the Michael Jordan The Last Dance series?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Right? That joint was super inspirational.
No.
Come a little closer to your mic, brother. I'm kind of losing your audio a little bit.
I said that joint was super inspirational.
Mm-hmm.
Super inspirational. One thing
it was enlightening and inspirational. Very enlightening. There's so much I know about on that joint.
And that work, his hard work and his dedication is the thing that shines the most. Anybody could be Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? The only difference between him and anybody else is, or any other basketball player is, I feel like he worked harder. You know what I'm saying? That much more, so he put to that ball. And I feel like that's what you have to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy too, because that was the difference with Kobe. And watching that, I didn't realize like how much. I mean, I grew up watching Kobe. Not grew up, but he's not like we're that different in age. But still, I played basketball and I watched Kobe his whole career, and I didn't realize how much like Michael Jordan he aspired to be. I mean, even down to his interviews, how he speaks in his interviews, how he conducts himself in his interviews, how he trains, how he walks. I mean, Kobe did the same. When Michael Jordan won his championships, I didn't realize that Kobe was doing the same things that Michael Jordan was doing when he won his championship, grabbing it with the hat on and crying. I mean, everything was the same. And I just love that we're supposed to have people we look up to and aspire to be. And he aspired to be the greatest basketball player ever. That's why he was so great. So that's a good point you made.
Yeah. I encourage everybody to watch that, John, man. It'll definitely spark something. Need some inspiration.
I'm gonna add it to the list. We have a whole list of documentaries that need to be watched. So I'm gonna just go ahead and add it to my list.
Right, add it to I call her like every day or every couple of days, like she'll call me and we both, you gotta watch this. It's like, all right, I got like 15 on the list. I'm gonna knock them joints out, man. It's another one too. If you guys haven't seen that Bruce Lee documentary, Be Water.
Oh no.
Oh
Man,
no,
you
never
gotta
even
see the
heard.
Bruce Lee documentary. It's called Be Water. It's a 30 of 30. It's a 30 of 30 film.
Really?
Man,
Okay.
Yeah.
he went
I
through
love me
so
some Bruce
much.
Lee.
So
Wow.
much racism. I didn't realize how much racism he went through. But I should have known. I mean,
Yeah, but you know what? That makes sense though. You know, to not expect that because he's so highly revered now. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Went through as much as, but does those time periods, the time that he was like relevant? Yeah, hell yeah, I can only imagine. Yeah, so he had to
So
be best in order to shut people up.
even when they
Absolutely.
killed his son, I didn't even I knew it was, of course they wanted Bruce Lee dead. Of course they wanted his son dead, but I still didn't realize how
I don't
deep it
even know
ran.
his story. I didn't know his son got killed or none of that. I'm interested now. I'm
Yeah,
open.
man. Remember the movie?
Jet Li.
Not. Oh my God. I'm gonna edit that out.
Okay.
I'm gonna edit that Jet Li comment out. But no,
Oh, I think
Brandon Lee. He was actually ended up being a movie star too. He was doing I forgot the movie. I'll think of it by the time this we get a little bit further along in the interview. And I know it'll pop in my head, but he was on set shooting his newest movie. They were using a gun to shoot him in the movie, but they were
oh, okay.
supposed to be using rubber fake bullets, and somebody slipped in real bullets.
Wow.
So when literally he got killed on set filming a movie because someone slipped in real bullets
Is
when they were fake bullets. And
wild.
that comes from the higher ups. Nobody did that but somebody from the
That
Definitely
top.
wasn't an accident.
Oh
Definitely not.
nah. They're not even supposed to have real bullets on a set.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, that was an assassination for sure.
For sure. So just like the Kobe and Gigi, I'm like they would take Gigi out with Kobe because they knew that was his legacy. I mean, he still has a legacy. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but to have a man that powerful say, "I don't need a son. I have my legacy right here. My daughter is going to carry out my legacy." That is powerful, and a lot of times these higher ups don't want to give women that much power. So they couldn't. To me, it's sad that she had to go with him because they should have never touched that little girl. They should have never. She should have never had no involvement. Kids are off limits. But
yeah,
these devils, man, you know how they move. They don't give a shit if it's a baby, a toddler, a teenager, an old person. They don't care.
okay.
And it's sad. But
They
you were
do
saying
not.
something, Janelle. My bad.
Yeah. All of this talk is just got me wondering, at the end of all this, how do you want to be remembered by your fans as an artist? Or by people that just love you, that know you? You want them to remember?
Just remember, like my thing is just nothing specific, to be completely honest. More or less, just I have so much respect for the art of rapping or just music. Period. So just be remembered in a sense of making great music. Like in that regard. And always telling you my truth or whatever truth that may be. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep it real as I can. You know what I mean?
I feel you on that one.
Yeah, that's whatever people take from my journey, I'm grateful for. You know what I'm saying? I pray that I don't disappoint anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I pray that we all get to where we try to get to. To be completely honest, that's my thing. I'm not super full of myself, so I'm just a regular human being, just expressing myself when it comes to lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And being an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like I just started saying saying shit like I'm the best when I will write rhymes, and not even in the sense of I'm the best, which is really good at what I'm doing. Having that confidence. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
Absolutely.
man, just want my fans to just know that, man, bro worked hard, bro rapped his ass off. You know what I'm saying? That's his thing. I'm trying to give you good music. Straight up.
That's dope.
Time.
Now
You
I've
can't
been
get no better
curious.
than that.
Nah, you can't get no better than that. Dope music, dope talent, and you humble. That's a good life lesson, man. Be dope, but be humble.
And yeah, because
Know what I
sometimes
mean?
you might gotta flex, but it's just, you know, knowing when to do all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For all of that, you know, but for the most part, man, you just gotta enjoy what you're doing. Have fun with it. You know? This joint could change everybody's life, you know what I'm saying? Trying to touch some people and make them look at life. I don't gotta go through none of the things that I might have went through. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I went through the worst things in the world, but I know someone that probably needs to hear my story, so they have to go through the shit, you know, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I feel a little bit of your story in your album. So Black Adonis, tell us about that. What does it mean to you? The name, how did you come up with the name? Because I think it's wonderful. I think it's really interesting. I want to know from your mouth how Black Adonis came to be.
It's all of our stories, man. If you black like me, you know, I mean, I say it in a song, man. I used to have this. I used to hate being this dark skinned, you know, because so many people made it a big deal to be black. You know, growing up as a kid, you was the butt of the jokes. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's that light skin, dark skin type thing. You know what I mean? So it turns you into a certain type of person, you know, because you look at yourself. You start to hate your own skin color and your own self and you can't even control it. You don't even know why. You don't know why people are coming at you. So I wrote that song pretty much remembering what that felt like, and then now the fast forward into having so much pride and knowing how much power is in my skin, so much so that, you know, you got people that want to murder me just because of it. You know what I mean? That's how powerful, you know, being an African American is, point blank period. You know what I mean? They definitely, they know something that we don't know, you know? Black Adonis, you know, and that we should know, you know, is that we're definitely rich. This is rich right here, you understand? That song is just to embrace us, man. Like I promise to always, like, ashamed of it. I feel ashamed, not even ashamed because it's my story, but there was a time where I didn't accept myself, you know what I mean? And then now I'm in the place in my life where, you know, I've grown and went through enough to know that, hey, man, this is what validates myself, you know what I mean? And I got every reason to be proud of it. So Black Adonis is exactly me expressing that, you know? Empowering us. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that song was going to be what it is, but it's exactly what we need, you know. And it also tells a story, you know, from not just that, but a different perspective of us being in our neighborhoods and, you know, wanting to, you know, aspire to do other things and still having to deal with the element around us. You know what I'm saying? You know, people getting killed around you or just shit happening, you know what I mean? Because of where you might live at or where you might be at, you know. It still goes back to, you know, what we look like. You know what I'm saying?
The greatness that we possess.
Oh God, we all Black Adonis, man. That's what I was saying in the song. We all Black Adonis.
It's good to hear this because when I initially, like, I know, you know, Adonis is a Greek god, right? And this mythology and all of that. So initially, I'm like, okay, Black Adonis, like you're the black version of Adonis, which is the god of, I believe, beauty and Janelle. You know about the Adonis story, correct?
I know Adonis was a child of incest, and everybody loved
Go him.
I'm just being honest. We're talking about.
Hey, look, but I love her, man. I love her for that, man. She came through with the facts off Bucks. I know he a product of incest. Well, that was the Greek. That was the white Greek. That was the white Greek god. So
yes,
we know how.
So
we know what that is.
He spent time in death, and he spent time in a mortal realm. So I feel like the duality of this Adonis character definitely personifies what it is to be black, to live, but to have death very near you. So we're just going not put too much energy on the other part, but
on the other parts, right?
Right.
And he was a god, and he was a beautiful man that women worship. So I don't know about the worship part, but I do admire the fact that women admired him on a very, very high level and loved him deeply, to the point where they were fighting over this guy. They were killing people over him and everything. So
from birth, Adonis was something.
Yeah, Adonis was something else. They was bringing him back. Look, somebody killed him. Lady said, bring him back to life.
Wow.
She told God, she said, I need Adonis back. Bring Adonis back to life. And I believe that's what they did. I think that's what happened, right?
They did. Resurrection. And there's also just something alluding to the transition between winter and spring, that transition of
giving
death
people
into life.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I love it. The biggest point of that story is that women give you life.
That's a fact. I never had a question about that.
And I love it. Right. You ain't gonna debate me on that one, huh, brother?
Never a question.
Yeah.
No, that's where we come from. That's a no-brainer, man. There's no contest, man.
Beautiful black man. You beautiful black man. That's the first. I think that's like the second or third thing I told when I first met you. I love your skin complexion. You're a handsome guy. I mean, your music is dope as shit. And I mean, you have a very humble, positive, like approachable spirit about you. Like I feel like even if tomorrow you ended up like blowing up, skyrocketing, and to the point you're like some superstar, it really feels like you would be who you are right now still.
Hey, yeah, like that would be great, but I don't think anything changes as far as myself.
Maybe the Maserati, but other than that,
I mean, there will be some things acquired, absolutely.
Couple of things might change, but
nah, man, it's my thing is, what I'm saying, we all came from a place where I didn't have much, and now I'm starting to get things now. It's just blessed to be alive, man.
Yeah,
I understand that. Yeah. Man, every day I'm so full of gratitude.
Hey,
so many things to be thankful for, so many. We focus on the bad, man. We got to start focusing on the beautiful things we have to be thankful for. Absolutely. Man, for real.
Half full, cup half full, as opposed to half empty. Yep.
Yeah. Now Black Adonis is one of my favorite songs on your EP, Mind of Man. But I got plans joint, man.
I got plans is fire too.
I got plans is so much fire. Like all your joints is fire, but it's like it's just something about I got plans and Black Adonis. Yeah. It just does something for me, man. It's one other song on there. I listen to so much music. I forget the titles of songs that I love though. But it's like two other songs on there. It was, man, when I first got your EP, bro, I played and I like kept that joint was on repeat for like a week. No lie. Like I'm not no cap. Man, so just to let the listeners know, like I really, really am a fan of this man's music, and whoever comes on this show, we really admire and really support and really respect, and we want you to support them as well because they're great, not only great artists, but they're great people. If I don't believe in you as a person,
yes,
Janelle, no.
Oh,
yes, I
same
do.
way. We don't got time for you. We don't got time for you. I don't care if you was a superstar. I don't got time for it. So we appreciate you for sure.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Is that your favorite song? That's what I really wanted to ask you.
One of my favorite songs is my two favorite songs on the album are Kickback and Up Tempo.
Oh yeah, Up Tempo. Oh yeah, both of them joints go. That was actually one of the ones I forgot was Kickback.
Me too.
Up Tempo. Love that song.
Catch that tempo. Yeah.
I play those,
Yes.
in whatever mood, just like when you think about it, I'm like, I gotta hear this right now. And it goes.
Real talk.
Like I'm a fan of that guy on that song.
That's dope.
Yeah, it sounds so DC. Like that's what I love about all of the songs on the album. I feel, because I'm from here, like I feel it, like when you mention certain areas, I'm like, yes, like this is my music. They're talking about my place. And it's real, and I really love it. I really would love to experience this same feeling often when I'm hearing great music. Not only do I love it, but like they talking about me, my home, my community. And there's a different sort of love and support that I feel like a lot of New York people really show their people love. Yeah. And I really feel like DC needs to do better and kind of like really supporting the people that's out here giving us some real music for us, because it sounds like it's for me.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. You should definitely have pride in where you're from. It can definitely be displayed in your music. If you're talking about yourself, it's hard to have a conversation about yourself and not speak on where you're from. You know what I'm saying? And what influence
about that.
Where you're from. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I couldn't agree with you more, man. That's a big part of it too, as far as establishing ourselves on that market, speaking on where we're from. You know what I'm saying? Grabbing more people, tapping more people in. You know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I say it all the time, man. We too clicky. We too clicky in the city, man. And you know, I mean, let's be real. We're all a part of cliques. You know what I'm saying? We all have our group of friends and our set people that we run with. But we gotta, you know, I was talking to my group of friends the other day. I'm like, we gotta, you know, people have to stop being so standoffish just because you don't necessarily hang out with somebody. You know, we got to show each other more love and more appreciation and more respect. I feel like just a basic respect, because I feel like that's what's holding us back. The thing about Atlanta, they support each other.
They do.
Like they can meet, like when the way Lil Baby and QC linked up. They linked up because of love. That shit wasn't no, you know, they saw him and heard him rap first and was like, oh, he's going to be the one. No, it was out of love because they knew somebody they were showing love to. He was their friend. And it's like they brought somebody else into the circle. Yeah. And that's what we need more of in DC. I know Janelle was talking about that last week, right? You were saying something about that, right? About bringing more people into the circles.
We always talking about stuff. Just put me on the spot. But yes, I'm always looking for opportunities. Always put me on the spot. We talk about so much, so it's like we gotta go back to conversation. Give me a little bit more, because I feel like.
But I mean, we was talking about. You know me. I don't be telling everybody what we talking about fully, but you know the gist of the conversation. When we do talk about this enough, I guess. But we just talk about people showing love. We need more love in the city.
Absolutely.
Period. Men, women.
That's jealousy. You know what I'm saying? And going back to what you said, Maseratiblacc, about checking yourself, you know, I realized that there's jealous kind of all the time for me, you know, in terms of whether I'm experiencing it or if I feel something. And I have to ask myself, you know, like, what is this feeling? Because my goal is I want to be loving and I want to support my sister. I want to support my brother, uplift my community, you know. And if we have an opportunity to question that jealousy and really just look at it for what it is, we just feel like we love something about somebody that we don't have right now, and it's changing the way that we receive that emotion. Not jealousy. Like, that should be inspirational. Oh, that I'm about to do this, that, and the third. And you do it together, and it's a community supporting you.
Yeah, totally. If you're not looking around, you know, how else, like that just goes back to like inspiration and the whole nine, man. Like we supposed to be pouring into each other. That's why we ain't further along, is because we keep, you know something that I don't know, and it could be exactly what I need. Same way that I got something that you need, and we'll never know what it is. We'll never get to find that key, because we're not, you know, getting out of our shells and saying, hey, what's up, bro? What's up, sis? You know, this is what I do, you know, or saying, hey, I need help. And not in a conventional way of saying help me, but it's just like, hey, I got a wall that I'm in front of. How do I get past this? Who got some experience? Same way that we use Google, it'll use each other. That's the first Google. You know what I'm saying? Each other. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
I definitely agree with you on that, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's how Waddy and I are, you know, colleagues and working together, just seeing good community, good love, and wanting to see how we can build upon that. So I'm always a fan of regenerating that energy, because we can never ever have too much. Like never.
Never enough. Never too much love. Yeah.
Never too much love.
Yeah.
Right.
This was love. This feels like love.
All day. All day.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you too, because we're dealing with a lot of right now energy, so it's like energy's high, but it's really low vibrational energy. And we're dealing with so much anxiety and mental health issues and things that are, you know, all of this turmoil is deeply embedded, and we're having internal issues that we can, it's hard to release and channel. So I was curious, like, I know that I used to act a long time, and I have still have anxiety to this day, but I don't have it it's not as you know, is heightened as it used to be, of course. But I wanted to ask you, have you ever experienced anxiety? First, I want to ask you, what is your favorite song to perform? And then I want you to answer the question, have you ever had anxiety while performing?
So I actually, speaking of perform, I have yet to actually perform anything off of Mind of a Man. I was going into my performance part of the project, promotion-wise, and then all the stuff shut down, you know.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I guess
COVID.
my favorite songs would probably be on some performance stuff. This is definitely one of my favorite songs. When I spit that joint, you know what I'm saying, just rapping with the song, I'm like, oh man, I love it. The energy is dope. I got plans to definitely one of those songs. Trap House is a good one too. Just, you know what I'm saying, just it's just a fun song to perform. Or at least, you know, when I'm performing.
I really like that song. I really like that song.
It's a dope ass song, man.
Anxiety, yeah. I feel like the older you get, the more you realize you're not as invincible as you thought you were, and that's where anxiety comes in at. You know what I mean? Like I know I used to be, I don't know, just felt like, you know, you couldn't be touched. Just be that real youthful, you know, I'm good. I don't have to worry about anything. I'm straight. And then first time you slip up and bump your head, you're like, oh shit, that hurt. Wait a minute, I can feel that? Hold on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, anxiety, yeah, man. That's real. Super real. Super real,
man.
Super real. But I think
one of the realest things I've ever experienced, because it, you know, something you have to think about all the time. Like, how do I keep myself up and not down?
Right.
Yeah, you have to know what triggers it, and you got to know what can alleviate it. You know what I'm saying, or relieve you in those moments when you're feeling that anxiety, because you still have a responsibility to push through that, especially if you're trying to get something done, or if
absolutely
you are expecting things from you, you know, stuff like that, or relying on you to do something. So you got to push, you know what I'm saying, through it, which is not always easy. It's not always easy. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and I was just suggesting, you know, he was going through some things, and I was like, man, you know, I probably think you should maybe you should talk to somebody, like talk to a counselor, you know, saying, and get some things off your chest. I feel like we all hold on to a lot mentally, and we don't flush that toilet, you know what I'm saying? So it gets clogged up, and then, you know, too much shit it can kill you, you know what I'm saying? It's toxic.
It can definitely kill you.
It can kill you.
Stress is the number one killer. Stress leads to all these different diseases, ailments. Not all of them, but stress is the number one.
You know what I'm saying? It's all in your head. You know, or at least what you allow you yourself to rent space in. You know what I'm saying? And it's all in your head. So it's one part compartmentalizing and knowing, okay, I'm gonna deal with these things right here, right now, because they need to be addressed. I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm not forgetting about it, but I'm not focusing on that right now, so that I don't overwhelm myself.
Right.
So, you know, you got process.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Sure.
So that's a perfect segue to the next question is, you know, what's your biggest challenge that you faced as an artist, and you know, what was that process of overcoming it?
My biggest thing is, as an artist, I start things and have to go back and finish them. That's my thing. Finishing projects.
That
You
might be a
know,
lot of our issues.
I'm being honest. Like, you get inspired, you create, and you create, and then sometimes like, okay, boom, I got that out. It's not completed, but it looks good right here. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna come back to it, and then you get inspired on something new. You know what I'm saying? It keeps going like that, and you look up, and yeah, you have stuff done. As far as things to finish, if they get finished. So that's the thing.
I mean, we're creators, man. We create every day. It's something new.
Create.
Yeah, when you're a creative, it's always like that. It's like, damn, this song dope. It'll be better if I finish it.
It'd be better if I finish it right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could do this with it. You try to think of different ways to use it and stuff like that. But yeah,
right.
That's my biggest challenge. My biggest challenge is that, starting in it and finishing what I start. No cap. Yeah.
You have perfect dimples too.
Oh, thank you.
You're like perfect. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people Jones is like one is like a little not as I like things to be very even and it's just a shame to know like when we're young people do beat us down and we look at ourselves in the mirror when we get older, we're like, I'm beautiful as shit.
Yeah.
I'm so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's like
you gotta big yourself up. You gotta know that.
Yeah, you gotta do that. You gotta do that. Especially here in DC where we need more love. But I'm curious as to how you feel about the DC music scene, even though we kind of got into it as far as the camaraderie and the connectivity and all that. And I want to know, where do you see the DC? I won't even say no. I will say DC because this is where we're from and this means the most to us. So I want to ask, where do you see the DC music community in the next 5 years?
I see progression. I think that music is continually to evolve. So I think that, it's almost impossible for DC to not have a foothold or to change and evolve within that same right. So I definitely see it growing. And I'm also an optimistic type of person. So I'm from here. So I'm going to do as much as I can to push that, next 5 years. I'm definitely trying to, be on that team to help push it further, set a bar over that, But in what direction it's going to go, it's up to who, it's up to the big man upstairs or whoever it might be, determine that. I just pray that, we all realize that being from here, we represent here, and we gotta, we hold a responsibility to shine some type of light, bring that light back to here. You know what I'm saying? Because whether you make it or you don't, there's always going to be someone that's coming after you, and it's always best to pay it forward in a sense, if that means coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Give it back to the people. You know what I'm saying? That can take that same energy that you had or resources that you may have gained on the way and help other people get out there and keep that ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? That way you become a mecca for great artists, great music, different sounds. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Bring that joint back.
Bring that joint back. That's that culture over corporate energy right there, man. Hey, bring that shit back right here.
Bring it back right here.
We ain't giving nothing to the corporations no more. Independent, baby.
And it's all us. That's what it's about, man. Definitely about ownership for ourselves and our people.
Yeah, man. Ownership and giving back. Those two things are very vital. Very vital.
So within the industry, what would you change, if anything, and why?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the industry is. It's confusing to what the industry exactly is. So
that is such a real answer.
I think the shirt says it all of what he would change.
Yeah, man. Like
now I'm thinking about it.
My thing is, it has its own identity. So change anything about it, you know what I'm saying, would be kind of backfire on everybody. you'll change it, and then it'll be what kills you in a sense. I just want to add to it,
I love that. I love that.
That reminds me of a Bruce Lee quote, actually, and I can't, because I want to tell you, I can't recall the whole quote, but I know it's add your own uniqueness and leave the other bullshit behind.
It'll be
so
1 o'clock in the morning.
Paraphrasing, but
I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna be like, Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, man. Bruce Lee. He's one of my favorites, man. He was real deal, man.
Yeah.
Real deal.
And the industry is I don't know if I would change the industry. I feel like what we're doing with the protests and things of that nature, that's what we're changing. I think that those things are what influence whatever you into. What's going on now is what changes industries and hopefully generations. Not necessarily the way people think, because you're not inside their head. You're not gonna be able to change that. But as far as how we react and how we respond, what we choose to accept and things of that nature, that's what's going to change. You know what I'm saying? And spark things looking different.
You're definitely doing your part, man. I mean, just starting that culture over corporate movement is already changing things. You know what I mean? Just having that type of mentality of ownership and, like what you just said, giving back as well. That right there in itself is changing the industry to me. We just got to remain steadfast and just keep at it, man. Just keep at it. Stay true to yourself, like you said earlier too.
Do your part, man. Do your part.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Whatever that might be, do your part.
Play your position.
Play your position.
Play your position, though, but do your part, man. Some people try to play out of position, and that be messing stuff up too. But everybody's position is important. Everybody's position important, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is a superstar. What one of my favorite songs, Every Nigga is a Star. Yeah. And I hate the word nigga, and I be trying my best to stop using it. I swear I do. But it's one of my favorite songs. Every nigga is a star.
Yeah. Indeed.
Hopefully within this 5 years, like that's what we'll see in the community. More love, more support, real sense of community and neighborhood and economic stability, As long as we keep the work that we're doing now going, I don't see why that can't be a reality in the next 5 years.
Right. Absolutely. That's a fact.
And continue to build up real artists, man, with real skills, real lyricism, real heart for the game, real. I'm a person about crafts, man. We gotta stop consuming all this BS music too, man. We start listening to more, man. Put Maseratiblacc on repeat, man. Put Uptown XO on repeat. Put my man Tragic on repeat, man. Put anybody, Fill Out Day, whoever you like. Find somebody you like from your city, man, and stop acting like it's no talent here. You got to go out listening to these whack ass rappers, man, who got these dope ass beats though, but the production is what's making them, man. We got people here with dope production and dope lyrics. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's right here, homegrown, homegrown, right here,
right down the street. You ain't even gotta go far, man.
Gotta go far.
Hey. Yeah. Recycling the energy and the funds right here.
Yeah, whole nine. Totally agree. Totally.
I wanna before we end this dope ass interview, I wanna ask you where if somebody was trying to book you for a show or get a feature from you, where can they contact you at for that type of for that info?
Contact me on Facebook, IG, Twitter at Maseratiblacc, MASERATIBLACC, all one word. Maseratiblacc@gmail.com. I'm accessible, bro. Somebody that know me, reach out to them. They'll reach out to me. I'm easy to get on the horn. I'm looking to work with any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm always looking to push my pen. So that's my signal right there. Let's do it. Let's make great music. Yeah. Maseratiblacc at Gmail, Maseratiblacc on IG, and Facebook and Twitter. Yeah.
And listen up, man. Stream all his music. Hey, matter of fact, I don't even celebrate Christmas, bro. But Trap Miss, man. Man, I'm like, man, this year we celebrating the winter solstice and we gonna be lit, man. That's man, fuck Gucci, fuck all that Santa Claus. They all on the Santa Gucci for Christmas, whatever Gucci joint was, man. I'm telling you, that trap Miss joint bang way harder than that Gucci song about Christmas.
Hey, but listen, that's where the inspiration had came, because I was like, this dude did a Gucci, like, and that to me, that's what shows the difference between a rapper and an artist. You know what I'm saying? Because when you can push your pen, your skill level, and have fun with it, and take something that, you know, a person would normally probably not touch or think it's cliche, and then you make it like, you know, your own. I think I had a lot of fun writing that song. I had a lot of fun writing that song. You know?
Oh, I could tell. I was having fun listening to the song.
Right, that joint had me lit cooking the other day.
I was like, Travis on the Thursday.
Yeah. I mean, we got some dope ass artists here, man. Y'all make sure y'all bang. We got enough flavor here for everybody. We got Kenilworth Katrina here. We got Uptown XO. We got Tragedy. We got Maseratiblacc. We got I Am Northeast. We got Baby Swipey, man. R.I.P. Dirty Swipey. Big Swipey, man, for real. R.I.P., man. But we got Baby Swipey. I mean, we just got so many artists here, man, that really put in that work, that have the sounds and feel that we like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why not just pour into those artists? We don't need them down. I mean, I'm not telling you to switch from your favorite artist, but we got to tap back in. We got to really tap in at people we know, we live by, that go to the same stores we go to.
Hey, man.
The schools we go to. You know what I mean?
Hey, they repping their city, we should be doing the same. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. We should be able to say, oh, man, okay, they sound good from there. Check out these people from here. You know what I'm saying? And we all turning everybody on to different things. You know what I'm saying? That's how we supposed to be consuming music in the first place. You know?
Real talk, man. Let's build each other up, man. Let's stop tearing each other down. That goes for gender, religion. It don't matter what it is, man. Stop being so divided. Let's build each other up for real. One love all over the board, man. All right, now we want to thank you, man, here at True Culture. Janelle, do you have any other questions for our brother Maseratiblacc?
I did. Did you want to acknowledge anyone for supporting your career, either financially, emotionally, all encompassing? We want to make sure you have a platform to let these people know.
That beautiful family of yours.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Family, man. My son, my wifey. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just been through my journey, just helped me tremendously through a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And then my brothers, man, like, you know, like I said in the song, like I don't got many. All I got is brothers. I don't got many friends. My bros, man, I'm the oldest as far as like siblings is concerned, so I never had big brothers. You know what I'm saying? But I looked up to the guys that I kept around me as big brothers. Even some of them that are younger than me, you know, we help grow each other up. We help push each other to the next level. So I just want to thank them, you know, and a lot of other people. You know, shout out to my man. I always get my man Authentic. If you never heard of him.
Oh man, shout out Authentic for sure.
Hey, listen, Authentic, bro, is amazing.
Raw.
Everything. You know what I'm saying?
How could I forget Authentic, man?
You know what I mean? But thank Authentic, bro, because I recorded the whole project with Authentic.
Wow, really?
Yeah, he did the mix and master. Yeah, he did the mix and master on that jump and the recording.
Man, that joint he's just dropped is.
Yeah, man.
Matter of fact, man, we got to get Authentic on the show, man. He gonna have to talk to the listeners because that joint. Between you, him, and daggone XO and Kenilworth Katrina, man, I don't listen to nobody. And Baby Swiping, I don't really listen to nobody else, really.
Hey.
I mean, of course, R&B singers, but as far as rap go, you know, y'all damn the only artists I listen to, especially nowadays.
Yeah, thank you.
Not to cut you off, though. I know you was giving your shout outs, brother. I ain't want to. You got me excited talking about Authentic and shit, man.
And really, though, I want to thank, you know what I'm saying, platforms that you guys are offering for us, man. We need more of this, man, straight up. Y'all are allowing, giving us an outlet that we can, you know, reach out to other people. You know what I mean? It's just important what y'all doing, man. It's just important. You know what I'm saying? I thank you guys. Really.
We appreciate you, brother, for saying that, man. We love you here at True Culture for sure. You already know that, though.
Man,
Anything we could do to build you up, we gonna do it, man.
Absolutely. This is the truest culture right here, indeed.
Hey, I like how you said that. That had a whole ring to it.
Hey,
it was real. Did you feel it? That needs to be something that you play often. That was
I gotta get you. I gotta get you for a soundbite, brother. You extremely talented. He done gave us a whole situation with that one.
Available, man. I'm here.
Hey.
I'm right here, man. Tap in. I'm right here.
So much.
For sure, man. It's been a pleasure, man. I'm glad you took your time out with us today, for sure. Like, you know, you took your time and you gave us your talent as well, and you shared both with us, and we here at True Culture truly appreciate that, for sure. To all the listeners out there, make sure y'all tap into Maseratiblacc. You know, he's at Maseratiblacc. That's Maseratiblacc. That's all one word. And make sure to listen to all his music, like I said earlier. Janelle, you said you wanted to leave it on a positive note, or you want me to leave it on a positive note?
You know, though the positivity just kind of roll off your tongue. I'm gonna hit it next time.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? With all the crazy shit going on right now and how I've been feeling, I've been staying quiet because I've been doing real work behind the scenes, me and Janelle, and we figuring we putting a lot of beautiful things together for the community right now in DC. So we just pushing through with all that. So I want to leave it on a note that someone else might not deem positive, but this is the note I feel today. So in the prophetic words of the late great James Baldwin, I want to say Moses gave, no, that's not the quote. This is the quote. God gave Moses the rainbow sign. No more water, fire next time. And that has really come out right now in the state that we're in right now. These people ain't playing. We're not playing games no more. We ain't playing games no more. The fire next time. So rest in paradise to the late great James Baldwin, and we want to make sure we keep his words. We honor him and by always speaking his words and staying true to what he was focused on, which was liberation of our people. You know, and we thank Maseratiblacc again. I want to thank my co-host, Miss J. Sade. Mr. J. Sade.
Yes. It was amazing.
Make sure to keep up with True Culture by subscribing to Human Nature TV on YouTube and Instagram as well. That is HUEman Nature TV on Instagram and YouTube. We also on SoundCloud. You can listen to the podcast on Apple TV and also on Google Play, Spotify, one of them Jones. We are everywhere. Just go look it up. We are everywhere. But follow us on Instagram. And for professional recording studio, please hit up Playground Studios in the heart of DC, right in Southeast on Good Hope Road. Professional services, great prices, and the energy there is all love, man. All love. Shout out to DJ Mix, who is the owner of that studio. Check out innerflydom.com, home of the If Bear. That's INNERFLYDOM.com. Also, man, check out my brothers over at Behind the Facade Clothiers, man. They dedicated to eradicating mental health issues. They also have great apparel, exclusive apparel that you can purchase to help support their initiatives. And these brothers be out here really working for mental health, man. We appreciate y'all. I think that was all my sponsors for the day. Brothers and sisters, the revolution may not be televised, but it will be broadcasted. True Culture on Human Nature TV.